Hi, I'm Caitlin Art.
Hi, I'm Brittany Kaiser, and we watched the interview of Ellen DeGeneres on Nightline, and in which she talked about her personal experiences and also her career and roles that have had an influence on her life. One of the first questions we have is to discuss what you observed.
So basically, what we observed was Ellen and the interviewer were sitting across from each other, but they were in a comfortable setting. It wasn't in front of a bunch of people. It was just the two having a discussion about her life and about things she's experienced.
When it comes to the questions that were asked, the questions were more of a direct sense of questions, just talking about her personal experiences from her coming out to the movie roles and how she has basically identified herself within her community.
How does this appear to be affected by the ability to gauge body language? Throughout the video, there wasn't any hostile language, like body language. They both looked very comfortable. They didn't have their arms crossed or show that they didn't want to talk. They both had their hands where you could see them. And at one point, Ellen even opened her hands to kind of represent, like, sure, we can talk. It wasn't, their body language was very relaxed. It wasn't like they didn't show they were uncomfortable at any point.
The environment was very much like a calm setting. It was just kind of one-on-one interview. And so it kind of allowed her the opportunity to kind of just share and be herself, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To what extent do interviewers use single or multiple questions, direct or indirect?
She used multiple questions. She would start, and it was kind of, she would switch between indirect and direct. Like she would start with kind of a indirect question, and based on what Ellen said, would then ask a direct question about the situation Ellen talked about. But then halfway through the interview, about 3 or 4 minutes into it, she started asking more direct questions about Ellen based on what Ellen had told her in the first few minutes. And she would use multiple questions. She would kind of ask and then go deeper each time she asked.
Right. For example, one of the experiences she talked about was like her first comedic performance, in which she talked about how she came up with that whole monologue was based off of her experience of losing someone. And so she just kind of built on that, and she talked about her roles and how she's done that also in other movies, such as Finding Dory.
How does the question type influence the interview? The way she asked the questions, she didn't, even if they were direct, she wasn't very harsh about it. So it kind of felt like they were just having a conversation. It was very comfortable. It wasn't normal, like, here's a question, answer, here's the next question. It kind of flowed through like they were just talking with friends. It was very casual.
Yeah. And I think with that type of interview, it makes, I guess you can say it made her more personable. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're interviewing a celebrity, you always think a celebrity is going to have this whole faux pas and whatnot. But it was a very comfortable and very chill interview in which she just basically shared about herself and she opened up about herself.
Mm-hmm. So that is our video 1.